So this review is going to be brief because I didn't really care for this film, but also I can't explain what I didn't care about this film without completely spoiling it, and I don't want to do that. So this is 2017's Thelma. It's written and directed by Joachim Trier. I have not seen any of Joachim Trier's films before, so this was first for me with this director. I've heard great things about his previous films. I had heard great things about this film. I didn't care for it. I think mostly it's visually beautiful and the performances are great. What I didn't care for in it was I think it raised certain thematical questions without actually exploring them. It everything felt really undercooked, and there were like many noodles. It wasn't like one noodle that was undercooked. There were like five different noodles that he was trying to make into a pasta, and they all ended up being undercooked. Um, there's one really huge thing that happens in this movie that's a big spoiler, so I'm not going to say what it is, that would, I would think, have huge ramifications on the psyche of anybody, and that is not explored at all. The ramifications of that incident and how it would change this person are not explored. And frankly, the ending, based on the thing that happens right before the ending couldn't happen just based on basic economics. So it just felt like, yes, it's sci-fi, so things can happen without explanation, but like certain things, like I don't know, returning to college after the person paying for your college no longer is able to pay for your college does not make sense to me. So unless all college is free in Oslo, but then a sentence that happened earlier in the movie wouldn't make sense. So that ending just didn't work for me. I don't know that its explorations of female desire were quite on the mark. Although I will say that it's at its strongest when it talks about the isolation of going off to college for the first time, and I think all of the themes that are almost all of the themes that are in this movie are also in the film Raw, which came out earlier this year. Many of them actually are very similar films, except one is queer and one is not. And I think the things were explored better and richer in that film than in this one, and that's unfortunate. But this was a beautifully shot film, and the acting is good. So I feel like it needed another couple of drafts. I don't know. Check it out for yourself. Maybe you can disagree with me, but it just felt undercooked. I wasn't engaged by the characters, and I don't know. I just wanted richer exploration of the themes that were being discussed in this film. I do, however, want to point out that earlier this year I saw what I believe is the earliest Norwegian film to be exported outside of Norway. It was a silent film that I saw at Pordenone, and now this is like basically the most recent one. And so this year I've seen like the entire breadth of Norwegian cinema. Anyways, this is Thelma. It's in theaters now. Maybe check it out. It is in contention for the Academy Awards. It's Norway's pick. So, I don't know. I guess I'm not the biggest fan of like psychological thrillers and sci-fi thrillers and things like that. They really have to grip me, and this one just didn't. So, it was a miss. But there are so many more movies to go out there and watch, so, find one that you like. And maybe you liked this one, and that's okay. Everyone's not going to like the same thing. This was Joachim Trier's Thelma, and it's in theaters right now.